How are you doing today? I'm good. I'm ready for you to start tagging.
I'm ready to tag, dude. I've been practicing in VR all week.
I noticed. Pookie's gonna come in here, he's gonna graffiti it. It's gonna look like a back alley in New York. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be sick. You got the fake street lights. You get the vibe? Get the drift?
I like the vibe. The vibe looks good.
We originally were told like, hey, in about a month, we're gonna fly these players out. We're signing a really, really solid Halo roster, the old C9 team. We're all super hyped. We started building out some millinodes and like some ideas to come up with this shoot. And then all of a sudden it was like, hey, never mind, they're coming out in like 5 days.
Let me get lobster, please. Little prime rib, crab rangoon, cream cheese. Glass of wine and some ice cream. Now I think I got brain freeze. Just got comped at the Orleans, up 20 grand. Now I'm chopping on green bean.
I felt pretty confident going into it. Like, I think the cool thing about spray paint is like you can just paint over whatever you f up. So it's like, cool, I messed up, I'll just paint over it. As long as you don't like go crazy, then you'll be fine. But like, yeah, I knew the general shape that I wanted, and like, luckily Gil went first and put up the big letters, so I knew like the scale that I needed to go to match it. So it was just fun to just turn on some vibes and just like crank some tunes for a couple hours and paint for work. Like, it's a pretty good day of work, man.
Kind of like the 90s S, like the long.
Yeah.
We can do a big one in the center.
Okay. Maybe we start with him first.
Yeah.
Just so I'm like, get a shot.
I think because I grew up skateboarding and like part of the culture is looking at a rail in like the mall parking lot or at a school or like a ledge that you can grind on that's like next to a police station, or just like it always kind of has this like creative way you had to look at objects. It's like a lot of this is like taking from skateboard culture that I grew up with, like brands like Dirty Ghetto Kids and skateboarding had like a heavy graffiti aesthetic to them. So like something I was a little familiar with and kind of knew where to look. So like I could just find those examples pretty easily. But like, I think I'm like always turning in my head like sitcom comedies or like infomercials or like whatever the content like broader genre is, like I'm always cranking like how can I take that and make SSG content with that spin-off. So
I think for me and my process, it's a lot about like figuring out what our goal is with this shoot, what our collective vision is, and figuring out what the best way to achieve that vision would be. So for a majority of the shoot, we had these two lights going in the corner. I think that's what really gave the whole set the look that we wanted. Other than that, we had a big key light in the front, just in case we were losing some light on their face. You know, the goal was to reveal these players. At times, we had to kind of stray away from the completely like dark alleyway look, just so like it was for sure like, yeah, we can see the players, we can identify who these guys are. And then we had a spotlight at the top, kind of bringing up the background, the backdrop, to make sure we can show off like the incredible art that Pookie and Gil were able to create. Other than that, we had a homemade slider. So we used that for the push-in shots that we had where it reveals them as a team. With this one, obviously the set is built out as an alleyway. So I think some of the shots, we definitely achieved that. We had these like super sick shots in the corner that were like super low light, pretty dark, definitely looked like an alley. But I think overall, came up with a vision, created the goal on how we wanted this shoot to go, and I think we achieved that.
Hello, my name is Zach Cortez. I'm the head of post-production at Space Station Gaming.
Are you at all a Halo fan?
I am a big Halo fan. It doesn't get bigger than me at this company. I'm the kind of guy that like just grew up being pissed off if anybody was ever better than me at Halo. Like I'd go play Call of Duty for a little bit, and then I'd go and play Halo at a random sleepover, and I'd lose, and I'd be like, why the hell did I play Call of Duty? Like why did I ever leave? It was with Gears of War, FIFA, Madden, like Mario Kart. Anytime I like diverted And we had a neighborhood friend, this guy Ramen, who was like, rumors started emerging that the C9 roster was gonna drop. We were like, oh my God, like no way. And then, you know, I'm just hearing little murmurs of bidding wars and no one's telling me anything. And then all of a sudden, units like, hey, like talk to Blake and Jared, like get ready, we're flying in the team. Like, okay, we gotta step it up. I mean, we've been doing cool stuff, but this is the time we gotta crank this thing to an 11.
Zach, how stoked are you though?
Be stoked when we win something.
When we win something.
Well, M5 hoodie's probably gonna be Elon.
We need one person in a t-shirt, don't we? What if we put one person in a long sleeve? Just a regular long sleeve shirt and like black pants.
Doesn't make sense for these guys just to walk out in normal pro gear and sit there and do the esports arm shuffle. Like, we're eating Mo Bettas in Layton, Utah. Like, let's do it the Utah way. And so putting them in just like street clothes, match the graffiti aesthetic. And I feel like that just was like, helped us tremendously. Just set the vibe, set the tone. Everyone was, you know, wearing shoes. We weren't in a suit and tie. Like, it was just a really good vibe just to set the mood, get everyone feeling good.
How's it going?
Ben, you guys start vlogging. You guys start vlogging. Hey, start vlogging right now.
It's gonna be more like streetwear, you know what I mean? So, but feel free to like, if you have ideas or whatever, you're like, oh, I think this would be cool if I did this, or I like doing this, or whatever, just let us know.
Some of like our success definitely comes in from like bringing players in and like really having like moments with them and like organic and like real friendship building moments and like having that connection with them. So like when we're on set, it doesn't feel awkward for like Jared or Blake or Zach to point them and ask them to do something that might be a little bit out of their comfort level. Like, hey, we're gonna hold our own expectations high. Like, we're not gonna make you look bad on camera, first off, and like second off, like hopefully trust us to like know what we need to shoot. Cause like a lot of times it's like way uncomfortable to be on camera and like do stuff and like act like you're graffitiing a wall when like that's not what you do, so.
We out here, Halo Team Championship World Winners in the house.
Oh, dude, the vibes are immaculate, man. Like, you know, we're just out here doing our thing. We're keeping the vibes good. We got hip hop playing over here. We got this really scuffed headshot setup, but once people see the photos, they're gonna have no idea that they're shooting under a massive container.
This is called being responsible. You charge your batteries when you go eat. That Edgar guy that works for us, he like never charges batteries, and we'll be like, hey, can you go take some photos? And then like, cute, my battery's dead. Never happened. Oh, hey Edgar.
So I think the main thing is just like they get here on set, we want to like lay out expectations like, hey, this is our goal, this is what we're trying to do. What do you think of this? What do you think of that? Just kind of feel it out as we go. You know, we give them an idea, and then just based on the reaction, that's how you can tell like if they're actually interested in doing that. And I think with the players that we had here, it was pretty easy to work with them. They're all super excited to be here, and it seemed like everything that we were throwing at them, they were just like rolling with it. So I think it's really just about making sure that they're comfortable and having fun, and I think we achieved that.
I got the magic, feel like I'm a greyhound looking at a rabbit. Finish line so close, I reach out and grab it. I only look back just to look at your reaction.
As the shoot kept going on, I felt like it kind of got a little more sketchy. So like Jared was really pushing like, yeah, let's tear the place down. Like, let's rip the walls. So now you can see like the wall's it doesn't even exist anymore, all right? Like we went a little too crazy.
I'm in a hurry, I can never slow down, my pictures are blurry. I always overdo it and it's very necessary. I got winning on my mind and the rest is secondary, we gon' get it done.
It was just nice that like the quality came with a quality roster, and like it felt like a really good time for us because we've been just cranking and getting so much better on the content side of things.
I think I've been like with SSG long enough that there's been like waves of success that we've experienced, or like rungs up the ladder, and I'm like fortunate to have experienced all of them with the company. Sports is such a grind, and like it's so hard to build something successful. So it's like when shit like this happens, like it's so dope. It's like it's working, dude. So it's cool. I'm super grateful to work with a content team who is just like really passionate and wants to tell cool stories. And I think it's like moments and shoots like these that will like launch us to like the next rung in whatever that metaphoric ladder is. Zach loves Halo, and like so like this was like a dream for him to shoot. Like that's dope. Yeah, that's way cool for him. So it's like, I don't know, people get to do stuff that most people don't. Just don't want to take it for granted, ever.
I think overall what I was happiest with was just that we came together as a team and really executed on this shoot. There's a lot that went into making the set happen, getting the talent organized, and just getting that whole process streamlined. I'm just really happy and proud of the team for executing on that.